You might be asking yourself, am I cooked? Possibly followed by the word chat. Now, this question has been asked a countless amount of times, and today I'm going to try to do my best to help answer that question. But first, we must define the word cooked, which is the key word of the entire question, aka the basis on which this video is being created. Now, according to Urban Dictionary, cooked is a way of describing a scenario, person, or object in an extremely negative way. Bro number 1, yo homie, that girl is cooked as f. Bro number 2, shit, cooked. By TV Dropper on December 2nd, 2016. And another more detailed definition is an altered state of being, whether it be chemically enhanced or a result of sleep deprivation and or sensory overload, usually occurs in the midst of and or aftermath of a rowdy social engagement or bender, e.g. a music festival spanning 1 or more days, consecutive nights of exposure to alcohol and drugs in combination with loud music of an assorted variety. Example 1. Girl, did you hear about what Tito did this morning? Dude, no what? Girl, he was at the club till it closed, and then he had to go to a wedding, so we decided to get a pre-wedding tattoo. Dude, are you kidding me? Girl, it gets worse. He got a tattoo with a bloody Beetroots logo. Dude, he is fucking cooked. Example 2. Dude, have you heard from Scott since he's been in Vegas? Girl, yeah, he sent me a clip from a pool party he went to where Eric Prides was playing. He won a stack of money playing roulette and spent most of it on coke. Dude, man, he is cooking it. By Betty Ford Prefect on July 7th, 2013. Okay, now that we know what cooked means, you might be asking yourself the question again, but this time with a better understanding of the question. The generation prior to Gen Z, aka millennials, may find themselves scratching their heads at all this, what they may call nonsense. But need I remind you that the generations prior to millennials, aka Gen X and baby boomers, may also find any generations after them a bit strange and maybe even a bit unworldly. By the way, I myself, a Gen Z human born in 2001, Hey, get that out of here. Think the younger generations may be a bit cooked due to the fact that probably 90% of them clicked off the video once the Subway Surfers video went away, but also because they are the first generation that will not know what life was like before social media or advanced technology that makes life so much easier. But also on the flip side, they will have so much more knowledge and comprehension of technology and the modern world that hopefully they'll use those skills to help improve the quality and duration of life. Or maybe just make more weird AI images and videos. The fact that we have everything quite literally in the palm of our hands is mind-blowing and makes us less inclined to figure things out on our own when we could just look up the answer on Google. Then there's social media, which I know that's where you're watching this video on, and while it's great and all, being on it more than anyone should be is not so great. Short-form content and the ability to scroll until our eyes get tired or our phone dies is quite concerning. Limiting screen time is definitely challenging because of how attached everyone is to their phones and technology, but it's necessary because if we don't, then we end up not progressing our future, but instead just slowly watching it get away from us while we lie in bed waiting for our eyes to close by themselves. It's a slippery slope, but with making habits like trying to be more active or reading a book once in a while or just simply putting the phone down and sitting with our own thoughts. Nope, never mind. Also, since becoming a social media content creator is very popular nowadays, maybe for those of us who want to create content, we should try to create more instead of consuming more content. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but trust me, most people's attention spans are far from previous generations' attention spans, simply because why would we watch a video that's more than 10 minutes long when we could just scroll on TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts for 10 minutes and watch about 50 different videos? The short form videos are starting to become more and more bizarre and funny, but not in the general sense of being funny, more in the sense of the phrase that's being coined, brain rot. This form of comedy can be anything from sped up videos with people just yelling trending words or products and confusing the people who are outside of the loop, and by loop I mean the side of the internet where nothing seems to make sense anymore, but it's okay because we could just laugh at Vine booms and skibbity toilet songs all day. There is so much more Stranger Things. Such a good show. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out because season 5 is finally on its way, and when it ends I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyways, the amount of brain rot and keywords to learn is never ending because they just keep making more things up every day, which is both kind of impressive and also slightly alarming at the same time. The main problem with each generation is that we fear what the future may become because one day sooner or later it won't be in our hands anymore, and not being in the driver's seat scares most people. But instead of disliking or being fearful of the newer generation, my advice to the older generations is to try and understand and guide the younger generation so we can be united and not so divided. I appreciate most of the things previous generations have accomplished because without them, we'd probably still be wondering who's on first. If you know, you know. For those of you who stayed till the end, I appreciate you and hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helped answer this ongoing question, and cheers.